Hey there, Aries. Hi, it's Angie with Feisty Butterfly Tarot, and today we are doing a kind of extensive spread for the sign of Aries for the beginning of November. So it's the live spread in Anchor, and we're going to get right to it. Alright. And this spread is pretty multifaceted, I guess is what you would say. It's got different categories that we'll take a deeper look in. And each one of these is going to act as an area of your life. So the three below will act as clarifiers. Okay. And this is from one deck. Then I've taken the major arcana from the other deck, identical deck, and we're going to shuffle up and deal some of those, and they'll be able to help kind of act as an overarching influence or on that. All right, two more. It feels like I've got two. I need in the two. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're going to start out with the personal section. We'll look at the personal. We've got the family. We also have work, love, and future. So we're going to take a look and see what's going on with the personal first. You have the Empress and the Six of Wands. So here's the Six of Wands and the Empress. This is related to what's going on with you personally now. Okay, we have the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. So let me show you these also. And we have the Six of Wands, where you're in a very celebratory place right now. A victory has happened. You have the Nine of Cups, which is the wish fulfilled and very contented. The Ace of Cups, or excuse me, the Ace of Wands, which is also very fiery, very exciting, new starts. And then the Knight of Pentacles, which is showing preparedness, and you're ready to go. Even if the horse is kind of looking like, are we really going to do this? Yeah, you're really going to do this. So you're taking on something new in your life. You've had some recent victories to do with passion projects, and you're moving forward. So that's what we've got so far in the personal front. Now let's look a little bit at work and love life. So here's love and work. Ooh, okay. So in work, we'll start there. We've got this repeated. This is Death and Ten of Swords, ending and ending. So not an exact repetition, but pretty darn similar. So something in the workspace isn't quite fitting right. So it's coming to a close. It's coming to an end. You have the Moon, Judgment, and the Three of Cups. Judgment is asking for second chances. Let's see what this is. And this is to do with work. Judgment is starting over again. Judgment is being called to a higher self, a more true self, something that is more authentic to you. Is what's happening. There has been some confusion of late, not enough knowledge, not enough light, not enough inspiration. And then there's been some community that's been built. So this may be yet to come, or this might be something that you could be leaving a job, and there's community that you maybe don't want to leave behind. Maybe that's what part of the confusion is, but it could be that you are getting a new job, a new place in the job, that one job has come to an end and you're moving on. Because you've definitely got Death and the Ten of Swords. So something has definitely come to a close on the workspace. All right, and we were going to the love space. You have Justice as the overarching theme and the Six of Swords working together here. So justice is a sense of fairness and rightness, a balancing of scales. The Six of Swords comes out when you're journeying forward. Sometimes it's a journey of the mind. Sometimes it's an actual physical journey or relocating. You're leaving rougher waters and going into smooth ones. So let's see what else we can find out about this. Whoa! For the love area. Okay. Whoa! I'm sorry to see this for you, Aries. Okay. It looks like you feel like you've been out in the cold. You're left out and separated. A little bit trapped. A little bit stuck. And then also a little bit of heartache. This is definitely time to move forward. If this is a relocating, go for that. You might need a fresh start. In the love area, it looks like a relationship has ended. There's Three of Swords, which is definitely heartache. Eight of Swords, which is you're stuck, you can't see your way out, and you're feeling kind of limited. And then the Five of Pentacles, where you're feeling on the outside looking in. To me, this looks like the ending of some sort of relationship where it's kind of over. It's maybe even a little bit bittersweet, but still it's over and you're moving on. And justice is happening. Maybe the lessons that you need to learn from this particular relationship are learned. Maybe those ones are learned and it is time to move forward. Okay, next we're going to go to the central theme, which also sometimes lines up with the key. Now, this is definitely about movement for you and taking new adventures, because you have the Fool here, leap of faith, new adventure, starting out, beginning of the cycle. And then you also have the Chariot. The Chariot is saying you're moving from this job, you're moving from this relationship, you have celebration, you're starting something new. The Chariot is about this moment in time where you're needing to focus, needing to get everything marshaled together, all of your energy, all of your strength to move forward ahead. And the Chariot is calling you to do that. And this one is almost like the horses don't know how to go. They're like kind of scattered in the street, but they want to go. If you have just a little bit more focus and not distracted by the bird in the sky, really funny. If you're not distracted and get focused, you can move forward a lot easier. You have the Fool. This is the time to do this. This is the opportunity to do this. So now we have the Family card. And over here, we're seeing the Ten of Cups, which is very happy family. This is what you want to return to. This is the idealized version of family. This is, you go to work, come home, everything's hunky-dory. This is great. This is what you want, that peaceful home, happy home environment. And it looks like that's going pretty well. You've got the sun shining down on it. There has been some strife. There has been some contention. There's been some issues and competition and conflict. But it's not major. This isn't swords. This is just wands. So nobody's really wounded. It's just maybe been egos battling. You have the sun where there's more light going on. And then you also have here the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is asking you to go spiritually looking. See what's going on with you internally. See what's happening on that front. So that's what you're being called to do. That's what you're being asked to do right now. Rather than having the skirmishes, the little combat, the little mini conflict going on. If you want the happiness in your home and your family life, then you're being asked to align yourself spiritually, put some light on the situation, and then be able to move forward. Okay, we're going to look further into the future, into the wishes, and into the far future. So the immediate future and future. Oh, and we have two here. We're going to take them. All right. We've got the Devil in the World, and then here we have the Page of Swords, the Magician, and the Two of Wands. Let's start with this. The Page of Swords. Again, new starts, new thoughts, graduations and beginnings. Page of Swords. Looking for new opportunities, looking for new truths, moving forward, getting ready to move forward. Sometimes scoping things out, being observant of things around you. Maybe there's something you've observed over in the work area that has created this change that you've been like, yeah, this is no longer serving me. You have the Knight of Swords ready to charge forward and the Two of Wands. So the Knight of Swords is ready to go, excited, taking action. The Two of Wands, you've had wands in different key places through here, would be, okay, where are you going to choose? Which way are you going to choose to go? It's a crossroads, it's expansion, and it's, to me, seems quite inevitable. So this shift is definitely happening. And then you have the Magician, who knows how to balance all the energies and all the suits and has skills in them, can bring a lot to the table, offer a lot, and help you find your way through it, bring some illumination to it. You have the Sun card over here that's putting light on the family issues. Maybe there's some things where one thing is costing too much. Maybe this particular job that you've held has cost too much in your family or in your romance department. Maybe you need to have a different balance struck on there. You've got the Justice that's required in the love area of life. Love isn't just romance. Love can be in family. Let's look a little further. You've got the Devil and you've got the World. So here you have the Devil in the World as pertaining to the immediate future. Part of you wants to turn back. Part of you wants to go back to how it was and wishes you could stay there. And the other part knows this cycle that's been here is completed, and of course then you need to move forward. These are like opposite ends of the same thing. A fresh start, a completion, a fresh start, a completion. So that cycle has closed. You're looking back, you want to go back, but you can't. There's certain things that will be bittersweet forever on this. I mean, definitely bittersweet. But you're not going back. Then the wish fulfilled, Temperance. Okay, this is a card where it's asking for you to figure out how to balance things, how to let your life flow a little bit easier. This one, she's pouring water from one vessel to another. It's not like she's even pouring it all into the water pond below her, or that she's just getting it out and pouring it onto the earth for something else. She's just pouring it back and forth to get the right formulation, the right, think of even hot and cold, the right temperature, the right essence, getting into the flow for herself. So that's what she's needing to do. That's what the wish is to have more balance. And it seems things, if you're walking the tightrope here in the future, you're still striving to find that balance. That is a challenge for you. Here, something's definitely been off. All right, let's see what's coming up in the far future. The moon again. You definitely have the challenge of balance issues. I wonder, Aries, if you just want to know what's going to happen or manage everything that's happening before you move forward. I wonder if that's a hang-up for you. It could easily be that. So instead of moving forward, you're like, well, if it's not all within the control, if I don't see exactly where I'm going, then you end up not able to move forward, rather than focusing on the light that you do have. In the moon card here at work, and in the moon card here, there is times of confusion. Sometimes there are things that are at work, forces at work, like sometimes people say, oh, that's a lunatic card. Luna, the moon. Yeah. And you usually have the two dogs. You have a wolf and a dog. One's domestic and one's the wolf. So you have these two sides of things calling to you. And here you see the wolf back here and the dog here. And you're trying to figure out, how do you balance those two forces? Even though this job, if you're leaving this, if this is you leaving this job, it doesn't mean that you're not carrying some of your own cranky behaviors and patterns with you. So this balance, this temperance lesson that you really wish for, hopefully that will be better achieved for you, that you can strive for that a little easier, that the environment around you will be a little bit nicer. This moving on, this victory and moving on, that's important, and I think you carry with you a propensity to be out of balance, a propensity to want to have it in control and get in your own way on that. So that's kind of what I have for you. This is a very fertile, good, growing time for you right here. Perfect in the personal world. Perfect. So I would say to you, keep plugging away. Keep doing what you're doing. Try to be balanced. If you need time to get aligned, do it. If you can't see things clearly, remember about the wolf and the dog, and which one are you feeding? Which do you want to have in charge? You're in charge of which part of that nature that you're letting win. All right. I think that's all I've got for you for today, Aries. I hope that helped you. And like, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to know what's going on with you guys. Take care. Bye-bye.